day, another dollar. So I did a decent amount of stuff off camera. I pulled the cam gears off, which are a bitch to get off, super tight. Put the cam seals in, crank seal, the cam sensor, crank sensor, you know. Also got the valve cover all stripped. It's ready for paint. I'm gonna put a nice little wrinkle coat on it. And then, geez, this should pretty much be running today, hopefully. Or at least starting. Seeing if it fucking runs better. So I did the crank seal off camera, but I was doing the balance shaft belt, this little boy right here. This was probably changed years ago. This was on wrong way. Timing belt itself was off by a tooth. Half of these fucking marks weren't even lined up. This is just such a shit show, man. I'm glad I'm doing this, but fuck me, man. This is just a nightmare. We're on the home stretch now, boys. Got the tensioner installed. We got the bracket, all the new pulleys. It's looking great down here. So next is it's the timing belt time. It's gonna be probably a nightmare, to be honest, because everything else has been up to this point. Please fucking fit on there, you cocksucker. There we go. There's some shit in this fucking gear. Oh, tension set. Cut the zip ties. Pray the belt doesn't fly off. Turn the crankshaft in 1/4 of a revolution clockwise and counterclockwise direction, and then turn it in clockwise direction until timing marks are aligned. Okay. This. There we go. It's just slipping out again. This is such a nightmare. I wasn't even lined up. I'll be back when I fucking get... I've done it. I've finally done it. Turn this thing 6 to 8 times. And we are all nice and lined up. The oil pump, crank pulley, balancer shaft, camshafts. Now I just have to wait around 10-15 minutes, put the grenade pin back in, and we will be 100% new timing belt certified. And I'm probably gonna start it up with the just the harmonic balancer on so the fucking timing belt doesn't fly off. Oh my god, this took so long for no reason. I don't know why, it was so tricky to line up. Everything just kept slipping, the belt kept slipping, or the fucking teeth would jump. It was just, horrible. But we're here now and we're done. What a nice day to grill. Got a nice new valve cover gasket I'm gonna put on. Nice feel pro. Silicone up everything first. So it springs back up. Ta-da! All siliconed. One fresh valve cover, sir. Still really hot from the barbecue, so. So I still got a lot of extra shit to put on. Engine mounts, blah blah blah. But for now, I just want to hear this run, so I'm just gonna fucking bolt that sucker on And we're just gonna send it and see if it runs normally now that it's not a tooth at a time. Or sorry, almost 2 teeth at a time. Hopefully, crossing our fingers, harmonic balancer doesn't just fly off at 1,000 RPM and, you know, destroy my engine. That'd be great. Good enough for now. Moment of truth, I guess. What was that?
Huh?
What was that sound?
Fans turned on.
Oh yeah, I had my fucking tool I dropped down there. What? Interesting. Got a little ticky tick. Hey, what the fuck? God damn it. To me, it still sounds like it's hitting a fuel cut, like the ECU is not happy with some sort of sensor reading. I'm gonna check sensors and make sure I'm actually getting an ignition signal, fuel pulse, etc. Zero trouble code. Woohoo! No camshaft signal, DFI ECU, volume airflow circuit malfunction. Same fucking codes. Something funky with the water still. Okay. Here you go. And then nothing. It just dies. So it's gotta be hitting the fuel cut, man. It's gotta be because of these codes still. It doesn't see a signal, it just goes. Oh, that's annoying. Probably wiring related. Fuck me, man. But that's for another day. I'm gonna put the rest of this car back together. Change the oil, change the coolant, blah 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 blah. Put it on the ground, and then we will fucking that shit.
3 weeks later.
So, finally got myself a pile of parts here, and I think with these, that should be everything I need to get this damn thing running like a normal car. So I got my CAS adapter harness, a later model cam angle sensor with the little, what do you call it, trigger wheel, new cam position sensor, tall body gasket, engine mounts, and a drill and tap. So I can tap the camshaft and put in this little trigger wheel. So I'm hoping, finally, I should have this thing running today. Let's get this shit over with. I want this thing to run, man. Turn the gasket. Now we can figure out how to fucking put this piece of shit on. God fucking damn it. It's so noisy. Self-tapper like a boss. Blam. Oh. Ah. Piece of RTV stuck in the oil passage. What the fuck? See if it even fits first of all. It fits right up, yeah. Oh, that is a beautiful, look how beautiful it looks. It should be pretty easy, I think. What can I stuff down that hole so I don't get shit in there? I'm gonna go find something. Okay, I got a self-tap with some grease shoved in there. That should hopefully hold all the metal flakes. And then I'll dip the drill bit end in some grease so it can take the metal flakes as well. And all should be well with the universe. Here we go. No going back now. Fuck. this clamp first, 'cause I don't trust this thing. A lot of chippage. Look at a magnet. Slowly pull back, clean the chips, rinse so deep. Okay, let's get some fresh towels, clean up all this fucking shit. As John Tapp once said, it's tapping time. To be fair, I'm not the best tapper in the world, but I can tap a hole. Just let it. Right, please fit on the end of this. It doesn't. It fucking doesn't. God damn it. I have resorted to a crescent wrench, which is not the most ideal solution, but it'll have to work because I did not buy a tapping knife with a fucking doofus. Oh, this is gonna suck. I can already tell. It does not look very straight. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to screw in and tighten. That's all it needs to do. Oh. Cancer. So I got myself a new fancy tap set. A socket for holding a tap. So this should be way easier than using a shitty fucking 20-year-old crescent wrench that doesn't hold. Maybe now we will be able to actually tap the hole like I originally planned. That'd be very nice. Okay, back for round 2. It was really hard. This is scary because it's gonna snap off. We fucking got it. Let's fucking go. Let's see what we got. Oh, I see a hole alright. Is our bolt thread in straight? Yes, it does, baby. Let's fucking go. I am the goat. Is this fitting work? That goes in, and then the bolt. Now I need to figure out the orientation. TDC. I have to sneeze really bad. Okay. Slathered some RTV for that seals. Back on. Ooh, that's not enough. I'm gonna need a shorter bolt. Yikes. Okay, so I found a bolt that'll work. That's a bit shorter because the one that came with it is a bit too long because, you know, I didn't tap the hole. Drill the hole maybe just a little too short, you know. So, you know how it is. Find a random bolt and put it in. Now it works. Let's put this cover on, and then I think this thing should crank and run without the cam angle sensor code. So, I'm just gonna try and crank it by hand. I got my voltmeter connected. And we shall see if it changes voltage and actually works. Oh, it moved. It dropped. It worked. And it works. It fucking works. I can't believe it. This thing might actually run. Nothing left to do but try. Would you look at that? It fucking runs. What a miracle. That's crazy. Runs like shit, but it runs. That's all I care about. That is just amazing. I'm satisfied. Now we can put the rest of the core together and actually have it run. Got me MAF off my Dodge Stealth. I read on the forums, apparently it's the same MAF, just different part number. So hopefully that will resolve the MAF codes I was getting yesterday. If not, I think I'm just going to convert it straight to speed density and just say fuck the MAF, because I already have all the parts for speed density. Look exactly the same, except the MAF resistors, or is it the intake air temp sensor is like sideways. Sounds like there's shit loose on this one. Problem is it's still dumping fuel, and I'm guessing one of the sensors is still bad. When I looked at I was looking at the data log the other time, it was the coolant sensor was reading, it's like pegged at negative 80 C or something, so you don't have a working coolant sensor. Most ECUs adjust the fueling based on the coolant temp. So if the coolant temp is negative 80, it's going to be dumping fuel in there for like a cold start, for example, where you need more fuel to run the car at whatever RPM it wants, according to the tables and shit. So that is probably the next thing to look at. Either unplug it or get a new one and see if that fixes it, or if it defaults back to another value if I unplug it. Other than that, it could just be exhaust leaks going past the O2 sensor, intake leaks, something, because MAF didn't really do much, to be honest. So I tested the MAF. It's still not working. It's still P0100, and most likely means there is something in the wiring that's fucked. I'm gonna guess something wiring related, something to the ECU. I don't know. It doesn't like a signal, or it's not even outputting a signal. So I will check that when it's not fucking 5 quadrillion billion degrees outside. There's gonna be a heat wave for the next few days, so I'm probably not gonna work on this thing at all.
3 days later.
We're on the final steps here. I got belts on, everything tight, AC hooked up and working. Just need the engine mount, and this thing should be back together and on the ground by today. Fuck. Lower it, and it won't move. There's a little bit, but you know what I mean. It's about goddamn time. Okay, testing. If all the belts spin. Ow, that's fucking hurt. It's the exhaust. Let's try that. I cannot believe it. I finally found what's wrong with this goddamn car. I was fucking around with the engine coolant temp sensor, as you can see down there. Right there. Right there. I had I back probed the connector with a gator clip. I was checking it with my multimeter to see if I had, well, if the coolant sensor was working or if it was broken. And turns out that there was no continuity to ground on the second pin, which is the ground pin. So I was like, interesting. I wonder what happens when I ground it. And it just so happens that when I ground it, the car starts working. So I Google some more, and I find out that this, on an old forum post, someone said that these 4 wires here, they come through this green sheathing, are the grounds for those 4 sensors. The coolant sensor, the MAF, the baro sensor, and the intake air temp sensor, which just so happened to also be not working. So if you see if we come to exhibit A here, one gator clip, we start the car here, runs like poo-poo dog shit. Now I grab my gator clip and I touch it to let's say this bolt right here. Let's see what happens. Wow, look at that. Touch it to this bolt here. Wow, listen to that. Runs great. Funny how that works, eh? Better example would be this ground here. So just touch those together and we'll start it. Look at that. Runs like a dream. Doesn't sink like fuel anymore. It's not blowing smoke. Not shaking terribly. Revs like normal. I think we found the issue. So I'm repinning the ground wires here. Pull out the connector and the fucking wire just pops straight out of the terminal just pops straight out the connector. Which, this is for the MAF, and I've been getting a MAF code. So, yeah. I think I found where the issue is. Someone tried to repin this fucking connector and they did a shitty, horrible job and didn't push the pins in enough or destroyed the little tab on the pin that keeps it in place. And now I have a bunch of shit that doesn't stay in place and is not grounded properly. So I'm gonna repin this and then we'll be back. Got a new crimp. Even got the factory rubber condom kind of on. It works. So I'm gonna patch this all up, put some tape on it, and we are good to go, finally. Fuck me, that's such a dumb reason for it to run like shit, but I'm glad I found it. On the next episode. Turn, you fucker. Battery's flat. Fuck! Oh, for fuck's sake. Stupid piece of shit. It's fucking driving, holy shit! Subscribe.